Hi, it's Melanie Grace here, and today it's a new video. We're going to talk about this. Okay, so I got this as a purse insert for a bag off Temu. Temu. Anyways, and it's perfect for holding my Bible. So I carried it to church one day. It's got my highlighters, my washi tape, some pens, and then I had to, let me take out my Bible. I had to safety pin the straps in because after one use of using this, the ribbon frayed. It broke. Like, it was very, very cheaply made with very cheap material. So today's video, we are going to deconstruct this, specifically this size for my Bible, because I like this better than carrying around. Like, I was gonna make a bag, like a purse that I could put my wallet in it, but I'd rather just take my purse and carry my Bible like this to church. And the reason I like this is it's not as flimsy as traditional Bible holders, because those, you unzip and you open up, you have to take your Bible out and everything's just falling apart. But what I like about this is everything is contained. It has this mesh, these little dividers. There's 4 dividers on this side. This side there's 2 dividers, and then there's 2 slip pockets on both sides. And then each side has a zipper compartment. And this is where I keep pens and highlighters. And in this one, this is where I keep my Bible maps. And so this is where we have the map inserts. This is really cool. It has like a vinyl overlay, so you can see what it was in biblical times and what everything is now. So you can get a good idea of where they are in the Bible. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna deconstruct this. We will be doing binding. Now this came with these little snaps so you can make it smaller, but I'm not gonna be doing that because I want this to house my Bible. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off. I'm gonna kind of measure this, get some measurements down, and then we're going to go through my fabric. I think we're gonna make this out of waterproof canvas because that's a nice firm material and we don't have to do interfacing, because Lord knows when we can skip interfacing, we're gonna do it. All right, I'll see you back here in a minute. I measured it, I got it. All right, so to go over this, materials we are going to need are gonna be probably waterproof canvas. Wax canvas actually might be really nice on this. Otherwise, if you're gonna use any other type of cotton, you're gonna wanna make sure you interface it. I would always recommend SF101. It's my favorite. It's very firm, easy to adhere. Another instead of mesh, we could actually do like a clear vinyl pocket. So I might go through my stash to see if I have any clear vinyl instead of doing the mesh. But now that I have all the measurements, we're gonna get started. So to go over this for you, for the outer pockets, so this first top thing, this is gonna be 9 inches by 11 inches. So 9 inches tall, 11 inches wide. You're gonna need 2 of those, one for this side and one for this side. For the slip pockets, you're gonna need 2 cuts of 10 inches by 11, and it's gonna be folded, so it's ended up being 5 inches by 11. And that's gonna be on both sides because they have 2 slip pockets. Then we have the mesh. So the mesh is gonna be 3.5 by 11, so 3.5 tall by 11 wide. And again, you don't have to use mesh. You could use another fabric. You could use clear vinyl. You could use jelly vinyl. I actually have jelly vinyl, so maybe depending on the other fabric I use, I'm gonna do that. For the gusset piece, it's actually wider than I anticipated. It is 4 inches wide by 24 inches long. And it looks like that does have lining. So I think I need to do another measurement. Oh, because it was 2 layers, that's why. But since we're just going to do the waterproof vinyl, we don't have to double. Should I erase that brain part? We're going to need 2 9-inch zippers for each side, and then we're going to need 2 8-inch long pieces of ribbon for the handles, and those are going to be placed 4 inches from the sides. I will put all these measurements below. It's not my pattern, but it came for like $2 off a Temu app, and it's a hunk of junk, so I'm going to make this better for you. And it's going to be great for our Bibles when we go to church, to Sunday school, to small groups, whatever it is. Did I say Sunday school for Bible study? Come on, Melanie. Anyways, measurements will be put up, and I'm going to get to cutting. Follow me. All right, so here's what we got. This is, again, the sample that we're working off of. I have this gorgeous, like salmon color. It is just absolutely, listen, this is waterproof canvas. I got it off Etsy from, I think, Fabric Warehouse or Wholesale, whatever. I'll link that. Then I have this double fold elastic, which I think I'm going to use for binding. I also have this bright color, which is fun. For the handles, I only have this like 1 inch wide cotton. The one in our sample was, I think, 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. It's very thin. So I might have to go to the store and get something smaller. For my zipper though, I had this gorgeous zipper I got from So Hungry Hippie that I thought will just look so cute. And then I've got some of that, and I thought I didn't have any mesh, but I anticipated that. I looked at my jelly vinyl, but then I saw I had this gorgeous orange vinyl. So this is just gonna be my orange cream dream Bible cover. So I'm very excited to get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get to cutting, and then I'll meet you back once I have everything put together. Okay, so you know when you look at your ruler and 6 looks like 9? That's what happened. It's actually 6 inches tall and not 9 inches tall. I had to trim off 3 inches, so that happened. I guess I could use this as the pocket now, but I'm not sure. I also realized because I'm using a zipper tape, I am gonna need to make zipper ends to close them off. So I'm gonna use some of this scrap vinyl I have, or vinyl, waterproof canvas to create zipper ends. I think I'm just gonna do like 2 inches wide. This is like 2.5. I'm gonna 2.5 by 2. The 2 will wrap it. It'll be a whole thing. I'll show you when we make it. But I have all my pieces cut. Let me show you what we got. All right, so here's what we have. We have our 2 exterior pieces, which is going to make our pockets. Then we have 2 slip pockets. Sorry, it keeps trying to focus. Then, come on, focus. Then I'm going to be doing this one. And I just realized I think I need 4 cuts of this because we're going to be making that zipper, or maybe I do need to actually create a long piece that's going to be 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4 is 16. I'm going to figure that out. I'll be back. Then we have 2 9-inch zippers with our zipper pulls. This is the beige binding or double elastic is going to go on this. So it's going to go over there. Then I have the yellow, which I'm not completely sold on yet, that I was going to basically bind the rest of it. So we're going to see as we get there. Let me figure this out because we do need to make this into a zipper pocket. So I think I'm just going to make one really long. Oh, this is my gusset. I forgot to mention my gusset. So I just need to make a 11-inch wide by that long. No, I don't. I just need 2 more pieces this size because the gusset's going to take care of the rest. Okay, we're okay. Okay, so we're going to start on the most easy part, which is the zipper tabs. All I did, we have the 2.5 by 2 inches. We are going to fold in half this way. Then we're just going to fold in towards that middle. A nice little sandwich. And we're going to basically sandwich the end of our zipper just right in the middle, and we will trim off the sides. We make it extra long so that we can trim it. Sorry, I had an interruption. So we make this extra long so that we can trim it off so that it is the correct width of the zipper. And then when putting on our zipper pull, all I do is I tear this part apart. Uh-oh. The stitching almost came off of that. Good thing we're going to zipper end. So I start and I just kind of put the left side in. I already burnt the edges, so let's see. I'll put it in like that. Once I can see they're even, I'll push it through. Then I just kind of make it taut. Sometimes I need to put it down. We got a zipper. Then I will do the other one. Okay, now I have some matching thread in my machine. It is this coral color. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's gonna match. I'm gonna make sure my stitch length is to 3. I have my tails out so that way I can grab them so there's no weird nesting. And I need to change my foot. Get you a little bit closer. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. I hope you can see the way I did that. It just helps with leaders and enders. So those are set. The next part we're going to do is put the binding on this guy. I'm gonna let this hang off about 1/2 inch so we can trim it. There we go. Now same stitch length, same thread. We're going to sew down and we're going to trim off the excess. All right, okay, now I'm gonna grab my scissors and I am just going to trim this like so, like so, like so, like so. Okay. So from here, you're just gonna choose what side you want facing out. So right now we have 2 finished pockets with 2 finished zippers. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our first slip pockets. We are going to fold these in half. Making sure that the 11-inch is long. Gonna pin our folds. And from here, we are just gonna top stitch 1/8 of an inch, 3-inch stitch length. So what we can do at this point is we can start attaching these, because this really is a pretty simple thing, but I think I'm going to wait till we get the zipper done. So let's work on the zipper pocket next. Let's trim the edges. So first thing, we're going to find the center. To find the center, I'm going to cut it actually. Marked. Wrong side. So. We're gonna make a zipper sandwich. I'm not gonna base it because we don't need to. We don't need to. It's all the same size. There's one. Let's do number 2. I like doing these in batches. That way you just don't have to repeat any steps, you know? I'm gonna fold that in half. Mark the center. Not good enough. There we go. All right, now we are going to stitch down as close to the zipper as possible. Then we're going to flip it and top stitch. So I'm going to put this at about 3/4 of an inch on my end, because I think that is where, actually no, I'm going to put this where my machine says 1/4 of an inch, and then I might just, I'm going to shorten my stitch length down to 2.5. Let's get you closer. face. And I just realized I need to cut my fabric. This is fun, guys. Aren't you enjoying writing a pattern with me? Yay. You're going to line up the bottom edges and just in place. And then you'll top stitch one. guys, I'm back. Not that you noticed, but I have 2 extra pieces cut. And before I sew these onto these pieces, I thought it might be important for us to first attach these. And I ended up did using the cotton. I got this on Amazon. I will link it. So to measure this out, let me get a smaller ruler. We are measuring in 4 inches from the side. So, the zipper's in the way. So you have 4 inches. And actually, let me do 3.5 because this is so wide. There we go. Move this over. You see what I'm doing? Okay, so 4 inches from the side. That doesn't seem like enough. So I had 3 inches there. Okay, so 3.5. I can't even remember what I'm doing. There. I think that's good. That was right, 3.5. 3.5, 3.5. All right, I'm going to base these in place. Don't you hate that? Oh my gosh. It's 3.5. Okay, so, right, it's starting to come together. So we got that side. Let's do this side. So we go in 3.5 from the side. As you can see, I did do a lot of stitches, but that's because I'm a little paranoid after that last fiasco. Okay, so now we're gonna take these right sides together and just sandwich this. So we're just making one gigantic pocket thingy. I'm still talking. There we go. So these go like this. Okay, got it? Everything making sense so far? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna baste around at 1/8 of an inch and then so now we have exterior slip pockets. Then we have a zip pocket all closed up. We have 2 of those. The next step, I'm going to be trimming off maybe just a 1/16 of an inch. Then we are going to take our long gusset piece and we are going to, we're just going to sew these basically wrong sides, because remember we're going to be binding. Are we? We don't have to bind. But if we don't bind, then we have to birth. We have to choose. Do we want to bind or birth? I'm going to think about that. Some wayward strings. Looks good. The last step is taking your binding, and we're going to start, I think, like this, and then we fold it down like that. But I'm not so sure. I like the yellow. I think I'm going to order more cream so it stays in line. But that's not going to get here in time for me to post this video. So let me get my Bible and we will see what it looks like. All right. I am so excited with how this turned out. I'm really glad that I was able to use this zipper. It's so nice. And this is a lot more firm. The other one was so flimsy. I just like, who created this? But let's make sure it fits. Also, I want to point out this Bible was my study Bible when I was in college. It is the HarperCollins Study Bible. It includes the Apocrypha and the Deuteronomical books with the concordance. So I actually love this. Okay, so here we go. Just put that right inside. It already feels stronger. Let's see. In my zipper, I'm gonna put my maps. Uh-oh. Okay, so the maps doesn't fit because I have the zipper tabs. I should not have thought of that. I should have made it like a 9.5-inch zipper. I'm gonna note that for later. Then we have our highlighters. Let's just make sure, get those in there. That looks really good. We have our stickers. We have our washi tape. I also have my little note-taking book. Slide that in there. And then, of course, in the zippers, we can put all of our pens and highlighters just like that. Oh my gosh. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I hope you enjoyed this fun figure this out with me tutorial. I hope you make one for your study Bible, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. If you ever want me to deconstruct something again and write a pattern for it, let's figure it out together. All right, I'll see you guys next time. From this flimsy thing I got online to this handmade one I made.